G'day guys, Andrew from On Track. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install one of our intelligent cruise control modules. This restores the cruise control function in vehicles that have diff gears installed when they've gone from like a 3.3 to a 3.7. This vehicle was done a number of years ago by somebody else. Obviously this wasn't around by then, now it is, and we're going to go through this and show you how to install it. First of all, we're going to do is we're going to locate this box of electricals just behind the battery. So we'll open the lid up. We are going to want to locate this plug just in behind here. It's a white plug. Once we've found this plug, we'll find the wires and I'll tell you what colour they are. Right, so some of the tools that you will need to perform the installation of the cruise control module: a pair of side cutters, some wire strippers, heat shrink gun, some heat shrink, soldering iron and some solder, and a little bit of tape really, and that's all that's really involved. And you've located this plug with the pink and the blue wires just down here. We'll proceed to untape the factory tape that is on it, so it will give us a little bit of length, and that way we can separate this wiring harness to the point where we have just the pink wire and the blue wire. If it makes it easier, you can always unplug it like that. So there's my pink wire and there's my blue wire. So if you have a look, they're on the end of the plug on the top row. So what we will do now is we will grab our cutters. We will give them a snip here and a snip here. Now, the reason I like to give them a little bit of length is that if you ever want to rejoin them or anything like that, there is still enough length in there to join them back together. So we'll strip a little bit of the shielding off on both sides. Both these ends will get connected to a pair of the CAN bus wires on the cruise control module. These twisted wires on the cruise control module, that's one side of the CAN bus module, that's the other side of the CAN bus module. You'll have a look, you'll be supplied with some paper instructions with the module, so it'll explain everything as well, but hopefully this will make things a little bit easier for you. So we've left quite a lot of length on these wires, these CAN bus wires, so you can trim them back, feel free to if you want to. There's no drama with that at all in doing that. You will hook up the blue wire with the black trace, and there's also a white wire with the black trace. These two are twisted together. These will go into the harness side, while the other two, which don't have a trace on them, will go onto the plug side. So once you do that, we just need to put power to the module and off we go. So what we'll do now is we'll prep these so they're ready to go on, solder the wires, put some heat shrink on it, dress it all up, and yeah, we're almost done. Once again, yeah, the blue wires, blue and white wires with the trace go into the harness side. The ones with no trace onto the plug side. So we'll just solder these together now, and yeah. So the blue with the black trace will go to the blue wire, and the white wire will go to the pink. And we'll repeat the process again on the other side. So that there, is the finished product with the CAN bus wires. So now all we need to do is put power and earth to these, and we're pretty much done. So I'll tape all this up, make it look pretty, and I'll tell you where the wires are for power and earth. So this is all taped up, nice and neat, and we can pretty much grab the unit, the plug, and plug that back in. So, and that's what we've got left. So for power and earth, we need to go fishing for another 2 plugs because we don't have everything in the same plug. We need to go to the red, needs to go to an ignition source. So we can find that in this big plug, still in the fuse box. So if you locate this purple wire here, that has ignition on and off. So our red wire can get soldered into that. For our earth, we have the other plug that is on the side of the box. It has 2 black wires on the end of it, which are these 2 here. We will solder the earth wire, which is a black wire, into this, and that's our power and earth sorted. So once you've located these plugs for the ignition source and the earth, you can do them in there, or you can unplug them if it makes it easier for you, whichever way you decide to do it. I normally cut the tape off it so I can separate the wires. I've got enough length in that to actually splice that, and I'll do the same with the earth wires. Either way, they're both earth, so either black one will be fine. And same thing, if it's easier to unplug it and pull it out to strip it, then you can do that. That's easy as it. You can use whatever tools you want in the sense of to be stripping wires. I prefer myself a razor blade. Some of the tools that you do buy can actually cut through the wires. So we prefer not to use Scotch locks because we find that they only give problems down the track. So our preferred method here is splice and solder. So we'll give these a little bit of a haircut because they're a little bit on the long side. Strip them back. Same with this one here. That one can go to there. Give this one a little bit of a strip back as well. I won't say twist and tape because we'll twist solder and tape. Twist and tape is definitely no good. Nice and tight. Don't forget to plug these back in because you'll go to start the car and then it won't start, and that's basically it. I might put a little bit of tape on that. Right, so that's basically it. Our cruise control module is now all fitted, all operational, comes on with ignition and switches off with ignition. You might ask yourself, what is this extra plug that is cable tied to the box? Well, this is a bypass plug. If you're ever a little bit concerned of this thing possibly maybe interfering with something else that is all on the car, bringing up engine lights or transmission codes or anything like that, look, it's simple to do. You can basically just unplug it, plug the bypass cable in, and it's back to exactly how it was set from factory with the bypass cable. If your codes and everything still persist, obviously it's an issue somewhere else. So once you've finished soldering everything back in, neatly coil the thing back in, you can shove it just down in here inside the box. The cables will all sit in there quite nicely. You can put your lid back on and off you go. You now have operational cruise control. Get out on the road, give it a run and test it. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, sales@ontrack4x4.com, on our socials, or yeah, just give us a call. We'll be able to help you out. So yeah, any information, please reach out. Thank you.